And we are live on the podcast. Well, thank you for providing the entertainment, Bruce and Lance. Brian, how's your day going? Hey, how's the school day going, Brian?
Super fantastic. Thank you. How are you?
I thought that maybe they would cancel school for those of you who are not in Minnesota
Nasty.
or Wisconsin. We are having a pretty massive blizzard. It is March 26th, Tuesday, the day we're recording today. But apparently in school, they're still having the kids show up for school, huh, Brian, at the Catholic schools?
Learning is still happening.
That is good to know. It's in good hands.
Is this a video thing or is this an audio thing?
This is video and audio. So you're providing movement in the this usually checks out really good with the analytics. So keep your live movement going on there.
That's what they like.
Yeah, people love it.
They know you're moving around.
So today we have a special team here. For those of you who don't know who we are, my name is Kelly Wendland. I run the podcast. Next to me, who kind of looks like me, is my twin brother, Lance. Next to him is Bruce, who's not my twin, but next to Bruce is his twin, Brian. Twin, we have an all twin. Okay. So I was involved, thanks to Brian and Bruce, in Capable Partners a week or two ago here. And I wanted to make people aware of that. Capable Partners is an organization that provides outdoor opportunity for people that otherwise would not be able to benefit from getting outdoors. Could you guys, one of you guys, tell people about Capable Partners and the kind of opportunities? And we're going fishing. We're taking people fishing up to Ely once the ice and snow melts. But tell us a little bit about the organization, if you guys would.
I could take a swing at that. So kind of what you mentioned, we basically work to get physically challenged individuals out into the outdoors, and a lot of them normally wouldn't have the opportunity based on just physical restraints and things. And we'll get into some of the details of some of the equipment we have and some of the things that we do with the group. But and the physical uniqueness, as I sometimes call it, of some of these individuals varies from person to person. But we just have a great time getting outdoors, and that's our goal, is to get people out there and have a great time. And God willing, if I get older and can't get around, someone will bring me out and about. So
when you get older and can't get around, yeah.
Well, some would say it's even present, but
yeah.
One thing I've noticed when we fish together, you have two sets of twins in a boat, and we get to listen to the other two bicker at each other, and you think to yourself, "Oh, that's how we sound. That's not good."
Actually, that's not true. That's actually, right. Kelly and Lance, you sound twice as bad as Bruce and I do.
Well, right? Yeah,
yeah, for sure.
Well,
we probably don't have time for it on this event, but I have proposed a twin swap, where we don't have to put up with our one we've been dealing with for all these years, and we become twins with a different one of you guys.
I think I've already said I'm all in on the twin swap. Yeah. So the people that were that are being served by this by Capable Partners, typically wheelchair bound, or not always, or what is the, because I've seen wheelchair bound when we've been at the events.
I can answer that one. So basically wheelchair users, but also what we'd call ambulatory disabled, which might be someone who has a prosthetic leg, or we also have vision impaired members. Kind of runs the gamut of various things that people are struggling with that might keep them from getting outdoors and hunting and fishing and enjoying the outdoors. And so basically we welcome everyone and anyone in order to help them get outdoors. Yeah.
How long has the organization been in existence?
That's a question I knew you would ask, but I know it's more than 30 years. We've got about, I think, 280 members in the state of Minnesota and Wisconsin.
And is it national, or is it Minnesota, Wisconsin based?
Primarily Minnesota and Wisconsin. There was an individual in Minnesota who started the nonprofit organization. I think he either had some needs himself or knew someone close to him that had needs, and spun up the nonprofit, and it's been growing every year since.
Okay. Um, so like on a trip that we're going to take, we're going up to a small lake on the Canada US border. Will people be in travel vans and they'll have like lifts to get into and then we'll kind of like work together to get them into the boats, or how does a
Yeah,
process like that work?
great question. So we'll be at Veterans on the Lake in Ely, and it's a military veterans camp that's set up for our military disabled. So the accommodations there are very user accessible. So individuals will get there on their own. Yes, most of them have specialty vehicles with a lift. Many of them use vans, yes. But once we get there, we've got pontoons primarily, and these pontoons are set up in a way that we can get people off of very stable docks onto the pontoons without any lifting equipment.
Okay.
That's handy.
It's slick.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
is slick. And a
Well,
pontoon fish is good, no matter, right? Just it's good to fish off a pontoon.
Yep, it's stable. We'll
It's a
call it
stable platform.
stable, and we can cover this lake pretty well in a pontoon. It's not a huge lake, so we've been to the very north end of this lake. Probably takes us about 20-minute pontoon ride or so.
And yeah, it's
Yeah,
nice.
we can cover most areas in the lake with a pontoon very well.
so are we not bringing our boat up? Is that true? Or we're bringing our boat
You
up,
wouldn't
right?
have to. No, you don't
Oh,
have to. No,
okay.
unless you
So
want to.
Yeah.
we're just helpers. We're just basically there to help make sure the rods are set and
Yeah,
everybody's getting what they
and
need.
you'll actually run one. You'll drive one of their pontoon boats as well. So
Yeah,
we'll
we're
You're
just
the,
gonna go
you're the
fishing with.
captain, Captain.
Yeah,
What's that,
right. We're
Bruce?
just going fishing with some guys, right? I mean, that's
Yep.
how I'm viewing it.
Yeah.
We're just
And
gonna
some
go fishing with
gals.
some guys.
Yeah, men and women both, and also we'll have meals with them. We'll help them with whatever their needs are throughout the event. Many of them will bring an able-bodied family member or friend along with them. This trip's unique. We've changed things up a little bit, where we invite our member community to bring along an able-bodied friend that they enjoy fishing and spending time with, and plus they can also help them with their needs in and out of bed and in the evening and using the restroom and meals and everything else, right? We'll provide meals, but some of them need assistance getting the meal from the plate to their mouth, right? So depending on the situation, we've asked them to invite loved ones along. We did this trip last year as well, and it went really well. And we'll help whoever needs help, however they need help.
Yeah.
Cool. How do people? It's a great organization, and I went to one of the fundraisers, and it was blown away by the quality of the people, both participants and helpers, and everybody involved. Just a lot of good-hearted, well-intentioned people that enjoy being together and hanging out and spending time outdoors. Obviously, how can people get involved? Is it financially? Is it jumping in and helping volunteer? Is it something else?
You want to take that, Bruce?
Yeah, I sure can. Well, first I'll start by saying the website is capablepartners.org. And so you can learn a lot more about the organization there. We're always interested in either financial donations or time donations. And again, more details are on the website. But, really what we just love to do is find more people who want to get outdoors, whether they're able bodied or they have needs. If you are interested in getting involved, we're interested in talking to you. It's just a great organization. And I guess I'll say this, and I'll make this story a little brief, but our great nephew loves to fish. And a couple weeks back, he fell on the ice when he was out ice fishing, maybe a month back. And because we had no snow on the ice, it was so slippery, and he landed on the auger. And it
Oh,
wasn't running, but he almost lost his life, and he almost lost his hand. And the reality is that any given moment, your life could change and become in that situation, right? All these people, some of them, were born with difficulties. Some of them experienced a tragic event that put them in this situation. So the reality is this could happen to anyone at any given time. And thankfully, there were some EMTs on the ice right by them that from what I understand, basically saved his life and saved his hand. And he's 10 years old, and so people become, physically disabled in different ways, right? But it's just such a joy to get out there with people, and of course we love being outside and we love experiencing the outdoors with them, and we've got some great stories. Brian maybe can touch on some of them, but anyway, regarding that, we have, I don't know, is it maybe Brian can speak to this, is there 50 events on the calendar this next year, or more? I don't even know. Lots of opportunities to come out and do something with the organization. So.
Yeah, we do have lots of opportunities. We've got a pheasant hunt coming up in Menominee. That's out in your neck of the woods, boys.
Indeed.
We've got the Ely fishing trip in early June. We've got a Prior Lake fishing trip. We've got a couple of Mille Lacs fishing launches. And then we've got turkey hunting opportunities in the next 60 days as well. And those are kind of, as people are interested, we coordinate with them. And then the DNR has set aside some land that we can access to bring folks out turkey hunting. And so I'm looking forward to doing some of that as well.
Yeah.
Well, it's a great organization. Thank you both, Bruce and Brian, for all you're doing to lead it, for all that you do.
All that you do.
Yeah.
Go out and screw around outdoors. It's pretty easy. Yeah.
We like excuses to have fun with.
No, you know what? You
Yeah,
guys,
right.
you guys, I appreciate that, but you guys greatly undersell your participation in driving of the program, doing a lot of good things for people. So thank you for that. And Lance, thank you for being willing to jump on a call quickly with us. Appreciate you taking time for that.
The pleasure is mine.
Yes, I know it is.
The pleasure is mine.
For everyone else out there, you've heard enough bickering from the twins. It's Friday. Enjoy the vodcast.